Om Namo Narayanaya. This is your new moon message. We're going to have a new moon this Sunday, April 27th. My name is Aurélie and I'm a Vedic astrologer. I'm going to give you a few little notes, tips, and information about the new moon and the days preceding the new moon. So let's get started. The most important thing is to understand that right before the new moon is what we call in Vedic astrology Amavasya, which is the dark lunar day. That's the lunar day that comes right before we reach that point of the new moon. You can go in the post on my channel. There's a post sections and you'll see the time zone for that lunar day in your location. What's important to understand is that that day is quite inauspicious to begin new things. However, it's a really special day for meditation. We say that on that day, and that name, the name of that tithi is Amavasya, there is this energy of the void, of emptiness. It's a deeply spiritual point, and it's also a very special day to worship our ancestors. So if you have photos of anyone's in your house that's past, previous, family members, you can light some incense, say a prayer, and really connect to the energy of the ancestors that is so strong on this plane. Yeah, we come to earth, it's such a big part of life. Family, the family we came from and the family we have, and there's a certain continuation whether we're having kids or not, but we're part of this strong, vibrant reality where we're being in this world, where ancestral energy is what gives birth to how things are unfolding and forming. For some, it's a great blessing. For others, it's a little bit more of a difficult part of life. But either way, this is a special time to go and do an offering. In Vedic tradition, we actually offer water. We do a special ceremony which is called Tarpana. And I'll put the link below. There's someone, you can go on this person's website and he explains to you how to do this ritual. You don't have to do that. You can also just light some incense, say a prayer. Remember, for me, it will be my stepfather. Remember the memory, say thank you for the lessons he's taught me. Take a moment to honor his memory and the part of him that is still within me. Yeah. All right. It's been almost 4 years. I still get teary-eyed. But that is love, isn't it? That's the beauty of love. But yes, Amavasya is coming. All right. So we talked how it's inauspicious to start new things. If you're not at all into spirituality, that's fine. If you're more in your young, more than 3 years, it's fine. You're welcome here. You don't have to be a meditator to be listening to this. Just try not to be out at bars drinking. This isn't the Saturday and the Sunday where you want to be around this atmosphere. It's just Amavasya has a little bit of a darkness to it, It's a dark day of the moon and it's a little bit of it's not a great time to be out in those environments where people are drinking. We talked about Ancestor, so there's a little bit of that kind of connection of otherworldly, and just don't do it. And same thing with the swiping, the dating. This isn't a time where we want to be out and about, meeting new people. And next Friday, so we're April 24th. Next Friday, let's see which Friday that is. Next Friday, which is May. My goodness, we're almost in May. Next Friday, May 2nd, is a really sweet day to be out and about flirting. So just be aware. I'm not just, it's just this weekend isn't a great time in the month, but next Friday is. So if you want to make plans for next week, next Friday specifically. All right, let's get back to the new moon message. So in the sidereal zodiac, hopefully some of you are still here. In the sidereal zodiac, this new moon is taking place in Aries. Aries is the head of the zodiac, okay? Now, overall, like on a mundane, we'll just talk a little bit about this because, it affects all of us. Like on a mundane level, we'll see a little bit of a dark cloud, like everything kind of seems like gloom and doom. Like even the news get really dark around this time, but especially because we have this Aries new moon. Because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, it's the head, the collective head, So it has a big impact on kind of just drawing a little bit of a negativity over the collective head. So be a little mindful around your use of the news this weekend, especially this weekend. Hopefully things will shift a little bit when we get past this Amavasya, past this new moon. We'll see a little bit more of a positive things. But this weekend's a bit, until we get to this Sunday, usually gets a little darker, a little has this energy. Okay, so try not to get drawn into it. Make sure you're keeping some space and take care of your own self. Now we talked about the ancestors and doing that worship. It's also a great time to get rid of things around your side, around your house, to clear things out. Yeah, so do that if you can. Bring things to recycling, or do a deep clean, or clean. I have my windows. I told yesterday someone, like, I'm gonna do my windows this weekend. It's Amavasya and it's this Aries new moon, and we're in the springtime, right? And I kind of want to clear the energy so that, springtime is about light. It's about creating things in the world. It's about building, the worldly part of life. Yeah. Um, and right when I said that, those two pigeons came by and left me a little extra work. So, um, so I have some serious some serious window cleaning to do. But try to do that wherever needs to be addressed in your house. Take care of that this weekend. It's a special alignment to do that. All right, so we talked a little bit about the mundane stuff. We talked about the ancestors, clear things out of your house, spring, and it's just there's the sun is currently in Aries, right? So it's exalted, but the lord of Aries is Mars, and Mars is debilitated. Okay, and what happens, it's like, when we see that in a chart, you could almost explain this and the person will say, yeah, that's exactly how it feels, because it's like the sun is exalted. The sun wants to give this exalted results, right? This exalted energy of like, it's shining, it's confidence, it's finally getting your shit together. It's the sun has this, solar energy of like such power, such strength. Yeah, showing up with strength. And because Mars is debilitated, it's like there's a situation, there's a darkness in the back, there's a heaviness, there's something that's keeping it from actually reaching that thing that it feels like it wants to be, which is the sun exalted. Yeah, so right now there's some blockages towards that exaltation of the sun. There could be some things that are holding back the actual expression of the usual transit which we see, which is the sun being exalted in Aries. Okay, so just be aware of that. There's a little bit of this dichotomy and this dynamic right now because we have this Mars in Cancer for another little while, another month and a half. And so it's felt a lot because the sun is in a sign of Mars right now, and this dark moon is in a sign of Mars. So there's a little extra of this like darkness. That's why I'm talking about the collective head, but also for us, if there's things we wanted to accomplish in the spring, if you're feeling a bit discouraged, if you're feeling like the things you've been working towards have been like walking through the mud, don't get discouraged. Don't stay strong. It will pass. Keep trudging through. Like you will get to that place. Like stay focused. That's why we're saying, clean your windows, clean things out, stay focused, keep going on your manifestations and what you're trying to build, and keep that momentum. Don't be discouraged. It's just a dark moon. And don't be discouraged. It's just a few obstacles with this Mars and Cancer that's kind of pulling down a little bit on all of us on some level. Especially if you're Scorpio or Aries ruled, then you're gonna feel it extra because Mars is the lord of both Scorpio and Aries, and it is debilitated right now. So a little bit of a you know, a little bit of something that's not very, you know, debilitation has like this darkness. Yeah, it's like an exaltation is this brightness. Yeah, things are bright and they're clear. They're clear because the sun is about clarity, but exaltation is about seeing things clearly. There's a clarity there. And when it's debilitated, it's like there's a bit of a lack of clarity, a little bit more of you know, the muddy energy that's dragging down. Yeah. All right. So just be mindful of that. And that's a big part of the energy. Yeah, there's also a banga, but there's an exchange. But well, those are the two most important aspects to understand. The sun is exalted and Mars is debilitated, okay? So have a good new moon, have a good spring cleaning. Stay strong. Stay strong with your manifestations. Don't get discouraged. Spring is definitely gonna spring. You're gonna bloom. I know you're gonna bloom. And keep strong with what you're doing, okay? Don't get discouraged. And I will see you for the full moon. I'm still in my office. I'm consulting probably until May 15, May 16, May 17, around that date. I have a few more appointments. If you were wanting a one-on-one, if you're wanting to talk about your chart to get support for what you're creating in the world, or just guidance, or just some things you weren't unsure, or you just want a review over your chart, let me know. You can go on my website and there's a form, and you just fill out that form with your email saying you want to meet, you're requesting an appointment, and I'll follow up with you, and I'll send you my calendar, and it's a pretty straightforward, easy. All the prices are on the website, so be aware of that. I'm always reachable, and I'm always here if and when you need support, if and when you want to talk about your chart, okay? What else do we got? I post a little bit on the Instagram 2-3 times a month. Not so much, but if you wanna participate, if you wanna be there. They're very short messages. It's a different feel, but join on that. And the newsletter is gonna be going out tomorrow. I love writing the newsletter. It's a bit of a different, sometimes it's talking videos. It's a different feel. Newsletter is a different feel, and I really enjoy it. So sign up if you're not signed up. Try it out. You can always unsubscribe if you don't like it, but usually people like it. So be part of the newsletter journey. I love writing it, and I love sharing that with you, just like I love doing these videos, whether I'm good at it or not. I don't know, but I like doing it, and I like being here with you guys. So I hope 1 or 2 people are enjoying these. But either way, I'll be here. And take care on this new moon. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm a bit, my health has a little dosha. I'm feeling the dosha. My health's a little funny today, but I really wanted to record this so you have it for the weekends. All right, take care.